Attorney Mendoza, did you get the specifics of the request?
Yes, Your Honor, but it will be much better if I will be sent subpoena Joseph Tecum for that purpose.
Okay. Or a written reminder. Ganun na lang.
Yes, Your Honor.
Because you're willing to comply anyway.
Yes, Your Honor. More than
Senator Cayetano?
Mr. Chair, anyway, this is attorney, this is admin, this is a public documents naman po ito, no? But I understand why you would want a subpoena. May I also remind yung budget ng kopya ng budget ng Makati, pero pengen na rin ng digital copy para mas madaling i-review sa amin, no? Meron naman nun from 2007 to present. Mr. Chairman, I'd just like to put on the record na yung building pa rin ho pinag-uusapan natin kasi yung 350 million ay allotted para dun sa building. Tumulay lang po dun sa procurement, no? Because nga, ang impression ng lahat, napakaganda ng patakbo ng Makati. But so far, lumalabas kasi sa evidence, nagbibigay ng konti sa mga taga Makati, pero ang laki palang napupunta sa mga opisyal. Kasi even sa estudyante nyo, nagulat ako Kasi for a fraction of the cost ng ginagastos nyo sa education, ang ginagastos ng Taguig, 88,000 lang pala estudyante nyo, 140,000 po ang estudyante namin And from number 13 sa National Achievement Test, number 1 kami this year. Pero 1/4 o 1/5 ang gastos ng city sa gastos sa ninyo. So yun po yung point ng investigation. Can you imagine if Metro Cebu, Metro Davao, Zamboanga City, Quezon City, Lawag, no? If all these LGUs under our nose are doing this, then the pork scam is only equivalent to one city. The whole pork scam is only equivalent, Mr. Chair, to one city. That's why I hope many more of our colleagues will also join us, no, because of the local character but national importance. Lastly, Mr. Chair, I just did a simple computation and may nag-text lang sa akin. No? By the way, Mama, if you have 8,000 employees and you give them each a 20,000 laptop, branded na yun, that's only 160 million. That's less than half of what you want to spend for one department. Just so that may perspective ang ating mga kababayan.
Thank you, Senator Cayetano. Dr. Sigua of the UP College of Engineering asks to be excused because you have a class. Sige, sir. But please attend the next hearing. Unless you want to say something before you leave. Dr. Sigua? UP College of Engineering.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, sa class at 2 p.m.
Siguro po, regarding po dun sa parking building, nabanggit na po yung mga important documents na kailangan para sa ma-assess talaga ng maigi, like yung mga construction, plans, specifications, mga special features ng structure, like green building or IT or automation features. Then siguro special features din ng sa structural, like yung pag-deal with earthquake at saka additional safety, like yung marami po tayong glasses na nakita diyan, are they bulletproof? Mga ganyang details po ay importante para ma-assess natin yung mga materials na ginamit para dun sa structure.
So, Mr. Chair, before you go,
Senator Cayetano.
Yeah, before you go, first of all, Dr. Sigua, thank you for coming over. I did not suggest you, but I did suggest that we coordinate with the different colleges. Because abroad, pinaka-idealistic kasi parati estudyante. So abroad, pagka may skandalo, when there's a scandal abroad, diba, usually, it is the universities na nagbibigay ng unbiased na mga statements, no? Kaya makikita mo yung mga College of Laws sa Pilipinas, pag may legal issue, yung mga dean nila may sinasabi. So in this case, it involves engineering, architecture, so I'm very happy that you're here, and maybe in a very quiet way we can work together and encourage other deans, no? But just a quick question, no? Familiar po kayo doon sa quantity surveyors?
Ito po ay isang topic sa civil engineering, although ako ay iba po ang aking expertise. Ako ay sa transportation engineering. It so
Okay.
happens na ako ang director ngayon ng Institute
Sige
of
po.
Civil Engineering, but we can consult with other
Sige po. But you would verify
faculty
po
members.
that if I Google now what quantity surveyors are, and anyway, Mr. Jackson is here, and this is galing to sa di ba, sa Great Britain, no? The Americans don't usually use quantity surveyors, but the European discipline. Basically, they are the people who will check quantity and quality prices, compare it around the world, etc., so that the builders will have a basis, no, of how much the average cost is, no, something to that, no. And anyone who's listening pwede naman nila i-Google to, no, because in the last 3 weeks, parang lumalabas politiko mga quantity surveyors. Mr. Jackson, the last few weeks, it seems that quantity surveyors are politicians, because every time I put up this book, the DLS, and every time sabihin ko, tanong natin sa quantity surveyor, ang sagot ng kampo ng Vice President, politika lang yan. And sorry sir, your school is again?
College of Engineering, University of the Philippines.
Okay, so you're independent. No, we, except for your budget in the Senate, but si Senator Nancy naman ay senador din, we have no influence over you. Are you doing any business with any of us who are here in front of you today?
Sa ngayon po ay wala akong alam.
Yeah. Just for the record and for your students. Thank you for that. And we hope that many more, Mr. Chair, schools will be involved, no?
Yes.
Senator Trillanes for Dr. Sigua.
Engineer Sigua? Or
Registered Civil Engineer po ako.
okay, Engineer Sigua. Maraming salamat po at pinagbigyan niyo kami dito this morning. Tatanungin ko po, I'm sure na pag-uusapan ito sa klase o sa College of Engineering. I know you would require detailed plans to make a definitive value for this project. But on a cursory assessment, would you say, for that matter, if you have 2.5 billion, will you pay for this building?
Batay po sa observation ko po nandun po ako nung Monday. Ito po ay isang magandang building. Pero hindi ko po siguro masabi na ito ay isang world-class building. Although masabi ko lang po sa panlabas na pananaw, dahil hindi po natin alam kung anong nakapanloob o nasa ilalim ng linoleum na flooring na kung ano po. O kaya sa walls na assessment natin ay siguro po ay hardiplex. Hindi po natin alam kung ano nasa loob niyan. So maganda po talagang makita na kung ano yung specs
Okay.
ng mga materials.
I understand, engineer, you're being safe, pero let me assure you, walang ginto dun sa likod ng mga hardiplex. And I think the city officials can attest to that. Wala naman ng ginto, di ba? Wala. So it's safe. Kung ano yung nakikita niya, that's it. So ano ho ba? Kasi tatanungin ka ng estudyante niya would the price justify having this building?
Batay po sa mga construction na ginagawa sa loob ng campus at saka sa mga na tanong ko ng mga buildings na ginawa within Metro Manila ay for instance, yung sa amin pong buildings sa complex ng engineering ay mga naglalaro sa mga 30 to 36,000 per square meter ang halaga.
So that's for the current prices.
Mga nagsimula pa yung mga 2010.
So mga 30 to 36,000. I can imagine magandang building rin po ang ginagawa ng UP.
Yun po ang aming gusto na maganda.
Okay.
Dekalidad na building.
Okay. So kasi base dito sa aming computation so far, naglalaro po sa 75,000 up to almost 100,000 pesos per square meter po itong nakita niyong building na ito. So, yun lang po. Thank you very much, Engineer Sigua.
Maraming salamat.
Mr. Chair,
For Engineer Sigua?
No, just as a manifestation, no? Sir, yung building nyo is a school building, di ba?
It's a
Okay.
school and it includes laboratories
Offices,
as well.
I just want to put that on the record, sir, because the 30 to 36,000 for that is just about right if we follow the DLS handbook. Because iba ang price for car parks because they have less walls, less CRs, less all of this. Yung building po na sinasabi nyo, I assume, may a couple of CRs every floor, kasama na ho walls nun sa bawat classroom, baka may cafeteria, offices, etc. Tama po ba, sir?
Tama po.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Dr. JB has a few questions for
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Dr.
Before
Sigua.
we excuse Dr. Sigua, you're a civil engineer,
Yes.
licensed civil engineer.
Yes, Your
And does the construction cost, no, especially the foundation, does it vary? No? Does it depend on the kind of soil? Magkaiba ba yung, gusto ko lang humalinaw, sa iyo bang pag-aaral ay halimbawa, kung ginawa yung building sa gitna ng sa Makati Central Business District, which is primarily adobe, o kung sa tabi naman siya ng ilog, kung saan ngayon po nakatayo, no, yung Makati City Hall, meron ba hong pagkakaiba ng cost ng construction?
Malaki po. Malaki po ang
Malaki po.
kaibahan depende po sa method of construction ng foundation.
Depende rin sa
soil
no?
condition.
So magkaiba, malaki ang diferensya. Talagang masasabi ba natin na ang would we say that about 30% or 40% the cost of construction of a building is the foundation or more? Ilang porsyento po?
Mahirap pong sabihin dahil hindi po ako involved sa construction. I'm more
Yung
on
usual po, yung usual practice. Halimbawa, sa isa pong building na nasa ganong sitwasyon, mga ilang porsyento po ang cost kaya ng ano? Yung ano lang, yung mga estimate niyo po.
Sa ngayon po hindi ko masasabi.
Pero
Sorry
malinaw po, no? Bago kayo,
Kung, pero
magkaiba
pwede
po. Magkaiba talaga ang presyo. Malaki ang diferensya.
Depende po talaga yon sa soil condition.
Soil condition.
Soil condition.
That's all, Mr. Chair.
Okay, Dr. Sigua, the committee will provide you a list of the as-built plans and drawings already submitted to us. And please guide us if you think we need to ask for more plans and drawings. Okay. Can you attend the next hearing next week, September 11?
Ano pong araw
10
yan?
o'clock.
10
That's
o'clock
Thursday din po.
Thursday.
Apa. Sige po, go to your class.
Mr. Chair, sorry.
Not
Bago lang
yet.
po siya umalis, no? You can bring your class. Next time.
Bring
But-
your class.
Anyway,
Dr. Sigua.
when you leave naman, nandito naman po si Architect Colcol, nandito po si Architect Alano, nandito po ang Hillmarks, and Mr. Jackson is beside you. Because I was told that the rule of thumb is that 25% is the structural. Generous na daw ang 30% of any high-rise building. No? 25 to 30% is the structural. Then 25 to 30% architectural, 30 to 40% is the mechanical, and 15% is the sanitary and electrical. But even if the worst soil conditions, it will not be more than 20-30% of the structural, because you can compute how much is the sheet piling, etc. But anyway, sir, I think you will not be you will be reporting if you continue to be a resource person, but you will be also consulting some people
Yes.
in the engineering department who deal with this.
Yes.
Correct. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
To Dr. Sigua, or you can go to your class, and next week you can bring your class
Okay,
to this
sige
hearing.
po.
Salamat po. And please continue to guide the committee with your knowledge about the subject matter. Thank you. So, before I recognize Senator J.V. Ejercito, Commissioner Fabia of the COA wants to raise some matters which the legislators could consider, no? In some insights that you got from the past hearings regarding. Sige, Commissioner Fabia.
Your Honor, the Commission on Audit is an independent constitutional commission. As such, independent constitutional commission, we are mandated to safeguard public money and expenditures of government. Therefore, being here in this hearing, which is politically charged, puts us in a very awkward position. However, in spite of that, we will perform our constitutional duty to also inform this body and the Filipino people on what are our findings in aid of legislation. And therefore, anything that we will have to submit will have to be in aid of legislation, Your Honor. If there are matters that are touched on with respect to the Makati building that dealt with the particulars and may point to culpability or lack of culpability of some individuals, it is in the exercise of our duty to assist the Congress in the crafting of new legislations on the matter. Having said that, I think the best really is for us to be able to submit in writing our initial findings, because we have done initial findings already based on the documents that have been submitted. Number two is that we also tried to look at our own circulars as well as the different laws that are applicable on the matter. And indeed, there are provisions of the laws that we believe needs to be revisited for further legislation. And therefore, Your Honor, may we request that we submit all of these initial findings and our recommendations in writing to the committee within 3 days.
Oh, sir. Okay, by Monday, sir. Okay, sige po.
Yes, sir.
Apo. Thank you, Commissioner Fabia. So, Senator Hercito is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Good morning, good afternoon, everybody. Anyway, I'd just like to ask, because on the way here, Mr. Chairman, I was listening in the car regarding, I was listening to the testimony of Engineer Echanova. No, just want to ask some clarificatory questions to you. Engineer Echanova, kanina nabanggit ninyo na matagal din ho kayo nagtrabaho sa Makati, no? 19 years ba? Tama ba ako?
Opo, Senador.
Yung buong panahon na yun, kayo ba ay anong departamento po? Membro kayo ng BAC, no? Tama?
Yung unang 13 years ko po, under po ako ni Engineer Morales sa Engineering Department. Then yung last 6 years po, ako po yung General Services Officer.
Kayo yung naging General Service Officer last 6 years?
Opo, Senador.
Miyembro ho kayo ng Bids and Awards Committee?
Opo, Senador.
Umalis ho kayo nung kanina naabutan ko no? Na nag-resign po kayo or ano pong rason kung bakit ho kayo talaga umalis?
Gaya po nung sinabi ko kanina, nung December 2009, pinail ko na lahat ng leave of absences ko hanggang maubos to, nag-resign ako. So, gaya nga po nung sinabi ko kanina, kaya ako nag-resign, pakiramdam ko talaga, si Vice President, na-traidor niya si Vice Mayor Mercado sa hindi niya pagtupad dun sa pinangako niyang magiging mayor si Vice Mayor Mercado.
So, siguro, para kayo mag-resign dahil yan po ay inyong trabaho, no? Yung hanap buhay niyo, kumbaga matindi talaga yung sakit sa inyo. Ibig sabihin, dahil hindi ho tumupad, sinabi nyo, si Vice President noon sa usapan na tama ba dahil si Vice Mayor Kado Mercado ang dapat na tumakbo? Yun po ang rason kung ba't kayo ay nag-resign?
Yun po ang rason dahil pakiramdam ko po hindi tinupad talaga ni Vice President yung pangako niya kay Vice Mayor Mercado.
So para gawin nyo siguro, malapit ba kayo kay Vice Mayor Mercado para nyo gawin yun?
Nakilala ko lang siya for the last 6 years. Hindi ko naman siya personal kilala nung magsimula ako sa engineering.
Hindi, kasi para, Mr. Chairman, for you to do that, no? Para iyong gawin na iyong isakripisyo, yung hanap buhay, yung iyong pong trabaho, talagang siguro malapit kayo kay, ganun kayo kalapit kay Vice Mayor Mercado.
Pwede kong masabing malapit, pero hindi naman porket nag-resign ako sa Makati City Hall, mawawalan na ako ng trabaho. Engineer din naman ako, so pwede pa rin ako mangontrata.
So sa ngayon, engineer, ilang taon na kayong wala sa Makati City Hall?
4 na taon na po, Senador.
Kayo po ay may trabaho na ngayon at present?
Opo.
Saan po kayo nagtatrabaho? Kayo po may negosyo o kayo po yung nagtatrabaho?
Meron po akong maliit na construction. Nagka-repair ako ng mga salon, mga kondo.
So, sarili nyo na ho ito?
Opo.
Noong mga panahon na kayo po ay nandun pa sa Makati, ay totoo bang wala naman kayong naging conflict of interest na halimbawa, nagsusupply o nangongontrata, hindi po kayo nagkaroon ng ganong klaseng, wala namang ganong instance?
Wala po, Senador.
Kasi may nakapagsabi, may nag-text, hindi ko alam kung kanino galing, na dahil kayo daw ay malapit ni Vice Mayor Mercado, ay baka dati raw kayo ay nagsusupply, no, sa Makati. Sa mga, wala ba kayo sinusupply noon, ng mga panahon na yon?
Wala po, Senador.
Nililinaw na po natin, no, Mr. Chairman, I just want to know, hindi naman sa kayo ay dinidiscredit natin. Ngayon po ay kanina nabanggit ninyo na halos lahat ng bidding sa Makati ay luto, no? Tama ho ba 'yon?
Tama po, Senador.
Pero sa akin pagkakalam, kaya nga meron tayong, ako rin ay naging mayor, no? Meron tayong Bids and Awards Committee. Ay galing yan sa iba't ibang departamento at meron pang representante ang mga nasa pribado para masiguro na ang bidding ay maayos. Kanina rin nabanggit ninyo na kayo ay merong allowance, no? Monthly. Tama ho ba 'yon?
Tama po 'yon, Senador.
Sino po nagbibigay sa inyo?
Si Engineer Morales po.
Siya para saan daw ho itong allowance na ito?
Allowance po namin, gaya ng sinabi ko kanina, as miyembro ng Bids and Awards Committee.
Ba'y pinabigay daw ni then Mayor Jojo Binay?
Opo.
Pero meron ka bang first-hand information na talagang may instance ba na si Jojo Binay mismo nagbigay sa inyo?
Hindi po. Ang nag-aabot nga po si Engineer Morales.
Opo. Yun lang po, nililinaw natin na yung sinasabi niyong natatanggap niyong allowance ay kay Engineer Morales, no? At hindi direktang kay Mayor Jojo Binay.
Pero ang sabi po ni Engineer Morales, galing po kay Mayor yon.
Okay lang po. Sabi-sabi. Mahirap kasi pag maraming sabi, ang tawag doon ay hearsay na. No? Pwedeng maging hearsay. So, nililinaw lang natin kasi, Mr. Chairman, it's better to have yung first person, no? Yung account ng pangyayari. Meron na ho kayong kasi noong 2010 and 2013 Engineer Genova, may pagkakataon ako inangampanya rin sa Makati, no? Dahil katikit ko po si Mayor Vice President Binay at Mayor Binay dati, no? Kasama kami sa oposisyon. Meron ako naalalang konsihal na kumakandidato na Hitchanova. Kamag-anak niyo ba yun?
Local election?
Local election po.
Konsihal po?
Konsihal?
Yung anak ko po, naging presidente ng SK Federation ng Makati. Pero hindi po siya tumakbong konsihal noong 2010. Pero noong 2013, totoo pong tumakbo siyang barangay kagawad.
Tumakbo siya barangay kagawad. So SK siya?
Opo.
So, konsihal din po siya? Di ba? Pag ikaw ay federation, if you are elected the head of the federated SK of Makati, ay ikaw ay ex-officio member ng council.
Opo, tama po yun.
So, nangangulugan, panahon na 2010 ba ito? 2013, yung kanyang termino?
2007 to 2010.
So, nung inaipasa ng Sangguniang Panlunsod o ng Makati City Council ang resolusyon tungkol dito sa controversial building na ito, kasama po ang inyong anak doon sa council at that time?
Nung unang resolution na mag-allocate ng budget doon, that was 2006, hindi pa po siya kasama doon sa 400 million. Doon sa pangalawang 500 million, nakita ko po yung resolution, nando doon yung pangalan niya, pero absent po siya.
Absent po siya?
Opo.
Pero, so hindi siya nakasama rin sa mga nakasuhan ng plunder?
Hindi po.
Hindi po.
Pero ngayon po, may isinampang kaso ng plunder, yung certain Vera po yung natandaan ko apelyido.
Kasi napag-alam ko na parang may nagsabi rin na meron din kasong plunder. So iba po yun. Hindi dahil Hindi dahil doon sa council resolution? Yung bang inyong sinasabi?
Hindi ko pa ho nakikita yung kung ano yung papel na sinampa sa kanya. Nabalitaan ko lang din na sinampahan siya ng plunder.
Anyway, siguro yan po yung mabe-verify natin, Mr. Chairman. We would like to verify those the facts in the next hearing. Nandito na rin lang yung mga ating mga city government officials. I would like to take advantage, no, Mr. Chair. Sino po sa inyo ang nakakakilala kay Engineer Charoba? Kilala niyo lahat po? Sa pagkakaalam niyo ba ay si Mayor Binay ba noon ay anybody can answer, no, Mr. Chair? Kasi nung huling hearing ay wala si Vice Mayor Mercado, no? Kasi parang naalala ko ng panahon na Mr. Chairman, nabanggit ko na nung kasagsagan nung kami po laging nasa kalsada nila Mayor Binay that time, ay sabi ko masyado siyang, yung oras niya ay malaki ang ginugugol niya, no, sa pagmamarcha at pakikipaglaban sa Administrasyong Arroyo ng panahon na yon. At inamin din ni Vice Mayor Mercado na kadalasan siya po ang being the trusted one, siya po kadalasan ang naiiwan sa City Hall. Sa pagkakaalam ba ng mga department heads or maybe even Engineer Chanova, sino po ang involved talaga, no? Sino ba ang nakikipag-usap sa mga sa mga contractors? Halimbawa, kung meron kayong, di ba nagkakaroon yan minsan ng coordination meeting, is it Mayor Binay or is it Vice Mayor Mercado?
Anyone can answer?
Anyone can answer.
Taas lang po kamay kung sino gusto sumagot.
Meron bang makapag, na nakasama si Mayor Binay sa any conference, di ba? Pag meron tayong malaking construction, meron tayong, Mr. Chairman, usually we hold conferences or coordination meetings. Meron bang makapagsasabi na o makapagpapatunay na si Mayor Binay ay mismong involved dito sa construction o pag sa usapin ng infra projects? Or Engineer Chanova, since kayo na rin po ang primary resource persons ngayon, meron ba kayong knowledge?
Senador, gaya po ng sabi ko kanina, ang instructions po namin ang gagaling kay Engineer Morales.
Okay.
So, kung meron mga ipapibid na project, ay sinasabit na niya sa amin yung mga plano at specifications na po.
So, sino po ang involved sa planning? Hindi ho ba yan ay dapat ina-aprobahan muna ng council, no? Si Mayor Binay ba ay nakikipag-usap sa inyo tungkol sa planning or mas nakakausap ni si Vice Mayor Mercado? May pagkakataon ba? Or na-recall nyo ba kung nakausap man si Engineer Morales, kung nakakausap niya ba si Mayor Binay or Vice Mayor Mercado tungkol sa mga proyekto?
Oh, well, basta pag kumuha kami ng project kay Engineer Morales, kahit karami pa yan, basta ang binibigay niya sa amin yung listahan ang kung sino mananalo sa mga projects.
So wala hong wala hong kasi Mr. Chair, I just want to make it clear or just ask kung sino talaga yung involved, no, yung may hands-on, whether it's the mayor or the vice mayor, because again, I would like to reiterate, during those times, I was a witness also. I'm sure we are still the same party, Mr. Chair, at that time, that Mayor Binay at that time was very much involved in the anti-Gloria Arroyo administration activities. At siguro, tanong ko lang din kay Engineer Chanova, na kanina nabanggit ninyo na mukhang nagsamantala, no, ang ating pong dating Mayor Binay sa Makati. Pero kung totoo po yun, ewan ko lang, siguro ito yung aking experience lang, dahil yung tuwing nagmi-meeting kami noon sa Makati City Hall, kadalasan nga ang pinapakain niya kami doon lamang sa kantin na Makati. Tama ba? Chairman, Mr. Chairman, I'm sure you would...
Huwag mo kong tanungin, iba karanasan ko.
Iba ba? Okay. Kasi kung madalas kami noon, in fact, lagi kami sa kantin na Makati o kaya doon sa Metro Club, no, yung medyo may kalumaan na noon. So, hindi naman sa dinidepensa po natin si Mayor Binay, pero kasi kung talagang totoo yung sinasabi ninyo na bilyon-bilyon o milyon-milyon ang pakinabang, yung uri, no, dapat nakikita yan sa uri ng pamumuhay, yung lifestyle, ika nga. Pero, siguro yun lang, no, masabi ko just some short manifestation, Mr. Chair. Anyway, just like to ask also, I'll be asking you again later, Engineer Echanova. I'd just like to ask, Mr. Chair, is there any representative from the Hillmark company?
Attorney Pig went out for a while. Let me interject something, Senator JV. So, Engineer Echanova, the Senate is willing to extend some security in the meantime that your application for acceptance in the WPP is pending. So I have talked to the Office of the Sergeant at Arms, and we will coordinate with you. We will extend you some security.
Maraming salamat po.
So can we call Attorney Peig
Mr. Chair,
of Hillmark?
before that, can I just
Yes,
finish the some questions?
With the permission of Senator JV. Senator Cayetano, please.
Unless, yeah. Just so that we can focus on Hillmarks later on. Commissioner, first of all, nagpapasalamat kami sa komisyon. Sa unang dalawang araw ay nandito ang ating chairperson. Ngayon naman po ay yung commissioner. We deeply appreciate it. And I agree with you, no? A politically charged investigation needs people who are not only neutral but professional. That's why we are trying to invite a lot of experts. But the problem is, many of the experts that we go to say, sabi nila, iniipit ang negosyo nila kapag no? So that's why we have to go to COA, and it's also your constitutional duty, to audit, no? Having said that, sir, sabi niyo po kanina na may isasubmit kayo.
Yes, Your Honor.
Ito po ba iba pang audit o yun din pong binigay nung special audit team niyo?
Iba po, kasi in-evaluate po namin, iba yung evaluation po namin. Initial evaluation pa lang
Sige,
po.
sir.
Pero plano po namin isubmit ito in relation to our recommendations for some changes in
Yes, sir.
the legislation.
And kasama po doon yung, give me a minute, sir. Right now, sir, ang basihan lang po ng COA ay yung pong joint na ginagamit po nila na Construction Material Price Data, CMPD, kasama po ang DPWH. No? So pag nagkukumpara po sila ng presyo ngayon, eto po ginagamit nila. But sa private sector naman po, eto ang ginagamit nila. What I'm driving at, sir, is that we want to give our people the best.
That's correct, Your
Gusto
Honor.
po natin kung ang private sector, pinakamaganda piso, sa gobyerno, piso din.
That's
Diba?
correct, Your Honor.
Kasi ngayon po lumalabas, yung pisong building sa private sector ay ginawa ng gobyerno at 3 or 4 pesos. No? And so far, inamin po ng lahat ng inyong auditors, nating auditors, na ito lang ang ginagamit nila na panay sa presyo pero walang average cost. Samantalang sa private sector po, ito po ang ginagamit. No? So, ito po ang nasabi ko kay Chairperson that I know na bago kayong tatlo sa commission and you're trying to overhaul yung inyong manual, yung inyong regulations, etc. No? Sir, nandito ho ba din yung Engineer Cecil Pineda? Is he here today? Last hearing nandito siya eh. Is he here? Yung pong isa sa nag-audit po, yung Cecil, sorry, tama ba yung pagkasabi ko ng pangalan?
Pineda.
Cecil Pineda.
She's not here at the moment,
He
Your Honor.
He
is not here
He
at the
is not.
moment.
But sir, can you check this? Kasi isa daw siya sa nag-check. And I'll let him defend himself, no? But ang information ko, kasama din siya sa nag-audit ng Macapagal Avenue na kung saan 1.1 billion yung Macapagal Avenue Boulevard na ang chinarge sa gobyerno 1.1 billion, but according to the reports 500 million ang overprice. Pero if he was in that same team daw that said na legal at tama, can you check that for me? And if it's true, bakit na-assign pa siya dito sa napakamaselan na audit, no?
We will check on that, Your
Okay.
Honor.
And can we make sure that in the next hearing, all of them come back?
Yes,
are
Your
present, all the technical audit specialists. Because we'll go into details now
That's correct,
per
Your
phase.
Honor.
Pero ang nakasuhan daw dito yung boss niya, yung leader nung team, hindi siya. Pero kasama daw to sa team, no? And Mr. Chair, kay Engineer Hechanova, can you describe to me ano bang relationship ni Vice Mayor Mercado kay Vice President Binay o kay Mayor Binay nung magkakasama pa sila? Kasi 1986, no? Until 2010. So that's a good 24 years. Tama ba? 34.
Tama po, sir.
Oh.
So, Vice Mayor Mercado is like a brother to Vice President Jojo Binay.
Pero yun ang pang yun ang pang the buzz di ba, na sagot mo Pero kung ako yung host noon, ano yung totoong relationship? I mean, ano ba role ni Vice Mayor Mercado para maintindihan natin? Si Senator Coco para kung kapatid din dahil malapit ako sa kanyang ama, pero we don't go on family vacations together, wala kaming negosyo together. I see him sa session hall. In fact, mas close ako sa sister niya. So, pag sinabing parang magkapatid, please tell us, what was the relationship or what was the role of Vice Mayor Mercado kay then Mayor Jojo Binay?
Sir, as function of, kunyari, as Vice Mayor.
As frankly and as you know.
Okay, sir, kasi during my stint there, nakikita ko na pag may problema sa mga department, ang lagi nilalapitan ng mga empleyado, pag hindi nila makonvince ang mayor, nilalapitan nila si Vice Mayor Mercado
siya magko-convince kay Mayor.
Magpaliwanag
But
kay Mayor.
isn't it true, kumbaga sa korporasyon, Mayor Binay was the chairman of the board and Vice Mayor Mercado was the CEO. Ibig sabihin, siya taga-implement.
Totoo po, ganun po
And
nangyayari.
isn't it also true na pati sa kalokohan, no, whether it's projects, whether it's, alam mo na, sa mga lalaki, ganyan, sila din ang magkakasama.
Well, I'm not privy to that, Senador,
No.
pero may napabalitaan po ako, may naririnig po ako.
Hindi, katulad halimbawa sa projects, tingin mo si Engineer Morales lang yon at saka si Vice Mayor Mercado o si Vice Mayor Mercado gets clearance from the Mayor?
Hindi, magkakasama po talaga sila dyan.
Let me ask the budget officer. Nandito yung budget
Senator
officer.
Cayetano, can we
Yes.
return the
Just
floor
this
to
last-
Senator JV?
Is he not
Yeah,
finished
andito na
yet?
po, andito na.
Okay.
Andito na po Hilmarks.
Sige po.
Okay.
Last lang po with the permission of Senator.
Senator Ercito?
I won't
is it okay?
continue na sa budget officer. Sa Hillmarks lang po, no?
Okay, go ahead, go ahead.
Can you, I know you're going to present at magtatanong muna sila, but while you're presenting, can you get me the price of yung mga projects nyo na per square meter na katabi ng Pasig River, including yung mga projects nyo sa Rockwell? Kung magkano per square
Can you
meter?
be more particular, Your Honor?
Kayo naman po nakakaalam ng project nyo, but for example, yung, di ba sa inyo yung
That is-
Koya?
Koya.
Loft sa inyo yun, di ba?
Opo.
Oh. Ano pa? Ano yung bago ngayon? Yung
Edades.
Yun. Tapos yung The Grove sa inyo din ba yan?
Opo.
Oh. Do you know offhand how much per square meter siya? Can you
Give
get
us
it
time,
and then
Senator.
I yield. Sorry, Senator
Thank you,
Yes,
Senator
ito,
Cayetano.
talking us over.